Good morning, friends. My name is Boyce Fitzgerald. We're going to talk about sales on the Blackbox platform, Blackbox portal, for the month of July. You can see here what I put in on, I'm in my earnings tab on the Blackbox portal, and I put in July 1st to July 31st. And that's not, I can see there's some here for August 1st, but that's not going to matter much. We're going to go with this total of $380.12. Let me expand this to 50 per page, because as you can see here, I sold 44 clips in the month of July. Month of July is generally considered slow. July and August are both slow in historically for stock sales. So 380 is not bad at all. And this includes clips that I own. Clips that I own where I filmed them and curated them myself 100%. Those will say earnings. The ones where I did the description and keywording will say curator on here. So here's a little bit of statistical breakdown. Out of the 44 clips that I sold in July, 14 of them were 100% mine, and that total of those 14 sales is $265.99. That leaves 30 sales where I was the curator, and that's what we're showing here. I'll go over a few of these and highlight them, but so 265 is mine. That if you average that out, of the ones I own, the average sale was $18.99, and for the ones that I curated, I earned on the average $3.80. So I just took those and divided them by the number of sales for each category. Now that's kind of interesting to me. I'll tell you why. When I curate, I charge 20%. So if you take the ones I curated, okay, that's $3.80 per sale. If you multiply that by 5, why did I pick 5? Because 20% is 1/5 of the volume, right? 1/5 of the total amount of money that was generated. If you multiply that by 5, you get $19. And the ones I owned, I sold $18.99. So $19 if I owned it, and 1/5 of that if I did it. To me, that's right. That's the right mix, because I figure it takes 5 times longer to do my own clip when I do the filming, editing, color grading, noise reduction, or anything else that needs to be done. It takes me about 5 times longer when I curate. In other words, for my time investment, I get the same amount for curating as I do for when I do the whole thing. Although I do get a little bit more enjoyment when I do the whole thing as a general rule. So let me break down these different kind of sales that I had. I noticed a lot of travel clips sold. For example, this is one here where we took a helicopter flight on vacation into the Grand Canyon. That's editorial. A lot of your travel clips are going to be editorial because there's people in them. But there's a lot of them. So this is Ivan Canabrava Souza sent me this. This is a World Heritage Site of a historic Catholic mission in Brazil. He sold 3 of these clips, each for the same amount, and on the same day, which means that one buyer probably bought all 3 clips. This is a clip of a temple, a Sikh temple that I visited, and I sold that twice, or clips from that. So you can see that travel clips, here's a good one I like too. I sold this a number of times. I went out with some Bedouins in the desert in the Middle East, and they always have tea cooking, and so I've sold that one a number of times, and so on. So travel clips were the biggest seller this month, and that may be just because with the pandemic slowing down and people traveling more, there's a lot of need to get some travel clips out there. Another thing I noticed was I sold 9 editorial. Some of these might be considered editorial, but if there's no faces or recognizable places in them, then they're still commercial. So editorial, like the ones I just showed you, like the Sikh temple, the Bedouin ones would not have been, it would have been commercial because there's nobody in it. But there's here's another one of during COVID, nurse in the Amazon rainforest checking a COVID victim. That's editorial. So those sold 9 of. Nature and wildlife I sold 10 of. Here's a good. Sometimes there comes along clips you just love, and they're just so beautiful. To me, this is one of those. This was sent to me by Pedro, who lives in the Isle of Pines in New Caledonia, and there's all kinds of. I mean, he just sends beautiful clips. They don't sell nearly as often as I think they should, but you never know what's going to sell or why. You think this one would sell all the time, and I mean, it does sell, but it's just so beautiful. I would think it would sell all the time. Here's another one that does sell all the time. This is a farming village in Nigeria, and this one sells regularly, and you can imagine why. Just because it doesn't have much competition. If you want a rural village in a West African nation, there's probably not a whole lot of clips in there, and so that one sells on a regular basis. Of nature and wildlife, so I sold 10 of those types of clips, and there's some examples. Well, there's also example, this clip here of this duck running across the water was my highest earner at $61.20. I usually get ones higher than that, but like I say, it's a slow month. And then time lapses, I always count those because they're my favorite. And of time lapses, I only sold 3. All 3 of them of the Mojave Desert, submitted by Tristan Turner in California City, who I do the curation for. Sometimes you sell things that are rare. I sold this clip twice this month. It is a picture, it is a video of a coup taking place in Sudan. Now, how do you get video like that? Well, unfortunately, I was in Sudan in October of last year when a coup took place. And I had to be very careful when I was out because I didn't want to look like a journalist. So when I find a place where I could see what was going on, I would do some video with my phone, and that's it, because I didn't want to stand out. But I've sold that twice, and that's probably pretty rare footage. So that's what's sold this month. This is a quick video. Hope you're all well. Thank you for watching. Please drop a like, or if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. All right, goodbye. Have a nice day.